Yo, what's going on, and welcome back to some more Elden Ring. In the last one, we discovered where the meteorite actually hit after beating Radon, and it was here, just south of the Mistwood, in this giant open area. And we also discovered Nokron. So our goal is going to be to get back to Nokron today, hopefully. But first, we got some other stuff that we want to do. We also ended the last one in the War Dead Catacombs. We did beat the War Dead Catacombs, but it took quite a while. It was a pretty hard dungeon. I believe the enemies are mostly infinite. At least in the main room, they seem to be infinitely respawning. They were pretty tough enemies, worth a lot of runes. And I think we explored everything. We did make it to the boss, and then the boss took us about an hour to beat because it was a little strong. It was a putrefied tree spirit, which is just the tree spirit variation that does scarlet rot. Now, I was looking at the map just now, and I realized that this statue did not go away. I thought that maybe it was pointing to the War Dead Catacombs, but it must be pointing to something else, right? It makes me think that maybe this area where we're looking for the red main painting is also going to be where this thing is pointing, like somewhere in here. So I think our goal... Where's Fort Faroth? Our goal is going to be... One of the things we want to do is go there. So why don't we start with that? Another thing that I want to do is I want to go get the rune, or unlock the great rune that Radon gave us. Um, Another thing that I want to do is I want to go to the basement here. Another thing that I want to do is I want to fight this boss here. So we got lots of things on the list. I think we're going to start with Fort Faroth. We also need to do Fort Faroth. I do want to get the second half of that medallion before we try and get to Volcano Manor, because I'd rather first take Dectus Lift. Obviously, we already took the secret way from the Virgin Maiden down below Rhea Lucaria. But there's also that secret back path that is the one that Raya, was her name Raya, told us to go? The lady who had the pendant stolen by that Tarnished guy, the boiled prawn Tarnished guy. And then we got it back, and then she told us to go that back way. It seems like Fort Faroth is actually really small, huh? So, we might need to go down to that church now that I look at it. So I don't know if we're gonna be able to make a drop down here, but let's investigate. Are you... Get out of here. Holy crap, you're tanky. Yeah, that's maybe why we should not do Fort Faroth right now. Those guys usually take us like 2 hits to kill. And here they're taking 5 hits. So, where did I put the marker further north? We said that we had to be able to see the broken arch. The broken arch is right there. So that means it has to be somewhere over there. What's this? Ah, it's another one of these. I hate these things, but whatever. I think. It died. I don't know if it had any items, but I think they usually drop like a gold rune, a big gold rune. But yeah, actually, does the reload trick work in this game? Let's try it. I haven't tried this yet. Good to know if it actually works. Because I'm pretty sure that enemy always drops an item, or at least the first time you kill it, which that's the first time we've seen that one. So, what you used to be able to do is you could spawn the enemy's dead body back at its original location by reloading, which worked very clearly, but it didn't have an item. So I don't know if the item detached from the enemy, which hasn't ever been the case in Dark Souls before, but could be the case here. So we need to get there. There's like a giant dude there, which means we need to get over there and climb down those pillars. Okay. I mostly want to take care of this painting now, because it's one of the things that I feel like I will easily forget if we don't tick it off the list as soon as possible. Not going to be able to go around this way. So, oh, this is where the Erd tree is. Didn't I remember thinking I wanted to climb down, but I don't know if I ever found a good place to climb down, but let's look more thoroughly for a good place to climb down. I remember I was looking here. I decided against just dropping here. If you land on a wind current, does that make you live? Maybe it does. Huh. It seemed like we should have had a bigger impact from hitting the ground at least. Whether or not it would have done damage, I'm unsure, but... Okay, so there's definitely summons around this tree, so there's probably an avatar. Let's check. We couldn't see the avatar from up above. But I think he was on this side. Yeah, so there is an avatar here. Mark him real quick. Now, where do we get down at? Doesn't seem very doable. Am I missing something? Oh, that branch, maybe. Yeah, it seems like this branch is where you want to go. And I think we get off of Torrent now. Torrent did his job. That is an archer giant. Or the magic archer giant, even. Hopefully he doesn't wake up while we're doing this, because that could create some problems. Okay, I need to be... Actually, I could probably just land on that platform without this branch. Oh, shoot. Alright, I think we should have used Torrent there. Some jumps just look shorter than they actually are, I swear. I don't know. That jump looked very makeable, and then as I was doing it, I was like, that jump is not very makeable. And then other times I've been like, that jump is on the verge of being impossible, and then it's like easily makeable, and I'm like, what? Okay, maybe we just landed close enough to it. It was being kind. So let's try this again. Problem is if I want my runes, I gotta go back to that spot. I mean, it seems still like the right spot. I feel like if you drop onto that other branch from here, you're asking for trouble. You could maybe do it from here, though. But we'll just use Torrent, and that should alleviate the problem. This is quite the place, huh? Okay. So... Oh, we probably could have just dropped straight off and that would have worked, huh? Is there any... Oh, that's not what I meant to do. I think we need Torrent to make this jump. I don't think we need to be here. I'm just investigating. Okay, there's nothing. So the next branch is over there. Seems like you need Torrent to make that. Alright, so the guy should be, like, over there would be my guess. Maybe. Thing didn't wake up, huh? So how are we looking at this? It's not here. This is still too high, I think. Like down there, maybe? Hold on, let's look at the thing. Oh, don't move. That's bad. No, maybe it's just at the front. It's just closer up front there. Which means we're probably gonna have to fight this dude. Got no idea how tough this dude is gonna be. Probably very tanky, but these enemies aren't that difficult, really. Oh, he's got the... Well, he's an object. See, like, maybe down there? I'm not seeing the dungeon, either. I was hoping to find. Unless this rock is fake? Might have to fight this guy. Maybe we need to get him to break these rocks or something? It must be lower. I'm just not seeing it. But how would you get lower than this? Because we ran around all the way down there already. Oh, here it is. Ash of War, Rain of Arrows. I feel like that one's pretty obvious. We saw Radon cast that, and we've seen someone else cast that. Rain of Arrows archery skill, performed from a low stance, ready the bow, then fire a burst of arrows into the sky to shower the enemy with projectiles, usable on all bows. So, do we fight this guy then? Oh, that's what it was pointing to? The statue was pointing to the painting. Okay, I don't think we've had it point to a painting location before. Well, let's fight this guy. Oh, he's holding an item. I assume he's gonna come to life when we grab him. Oh. Came to life a little bit early. There's a lot going on. Okay, that doesn't deal a lot of damage. Wonder if we can break these rocks over here. No. No, he cannot. I don't know what you're supposed to do about that move. That move seems like something else. Really. He is turbo tanky. And if you get under his feet, he does that stupid circle move. Every time. Oh. What? Oh my goodness. I didn't expect him to get through that pillar there. Yeah, I don't know how to kill that guy. That's interesting. I think we'll leave that for a later time. We probably need like a blunt weapon or something. So we were just not... I mean, it's not that we weren't dealing damage, it's that our damage is just too low. We can get rid of this and make it into that. We don't need those runes. What did we get from the painting? I don't remember now. Shoot. What was it? It must have not been that important, right? Like scanning all of our items, trying to figure out what it was. Oh, it was the Ash of War, Ash of War. Okay, so obviously we still have that. Still have Crystal Tunnel. Let's start by getting Radahn's Great Rune unlocked. It's amazing how we check one thing off of the list only to add another in at the exact same spot because we can't fight the enemy that's there. Okay. Go investigate here. I feel like one of these times there's gonna be an item back here. Tower's still so tall. Like, we climbed up a lot of it to get to here. And it just keeps going. I guess I'll check these. Doesn't seem necessary, but... Alright, so last time it was just like free Come up here. There was no boss, no enemy. We just got to activate the rune. Seems like that's how it might be again. Radon's Great Rune. Anything else up here? Doesn't look like it. Okay, what does this rune do? Raises maximum HP, FP, and stamina. Radon was amongst the children of Renala and Radagon. Okay, that's why I was so confused. Who became demigod stepchildren after Radagon's union with Queen Marika. The Great Rune burns to resist the encroachment of the Scarlet Rot. And then this one was just kind of already active. But it gave us the ability to respec. I wonder how good this is, because obviously this one also gives you HP, FP, and stamina. I wonder just like how much we're talking about. Maybe we'll try it at some point. What do we want to do next? Do I want to do the basement right now? That seemed anti-fun. What else did I have? Oh. There was one other thing. We're gonna go here because I think that's what we're gonna do next. That boss fight, whatever it is. But there was one thing. I was curious about power stancing weapons. Because I think the Sword of Night and Flame is cool. But at the same time, I feel like maybe having 2 longswords would be beneficial. So, like, can you power stance a katana? No, so longswords and katanas do not power stance together. What about a curved sword? No. So, like, what if we had Saint Trina's? Yeah, here we go. So then when we use the skill... Okay, this is what I was curious about. Power stancing seems to use the skill of the primary weapon, always. Which is... I actually really like that, because that's, I feel like, how you're going to want to use it. I like these attacks. They look pretty cool. I've seen someone power stance katanas, which also looks really cool. I'm sure that a lot of the power stancing moves will look really good. But the thing about longswords is I don't really like the two-handed moveset as much as I like the one-handed moveset. Which benefits power stancing because then I don't have to switch to this to use my skill. I could just do this while the sword's still out. Now the question though becomes, what sword should we use with it? We have this thing. It's got a decent amount of AR. Regalia. I mean, we could just use like a regular longsword as well. And it's cool because you normally don't get to see your swords in their sheaths. Except when you're power stancing. Like, what does the sheath of... Oh, this one doesn't even have a sheath. Sword of Night and Flame doesn't have a sheath, fair enough. So, do I want to do that? I was also thinking about the Warhawk's talent, because I've thought this sword seemed cool since the beginning. We don't really have the stats that scale off of it. We have the most intelligence, so this sword would make a lot of sense. That gets rid of our staff, though. I guess we probably don't need the torch for boss fights. Can you power stance with daggers? Also, I'm just trying to figure out, can any class of weapons power stance with each other? Like it could in Dark Souls 2, and it seems like the answer is no. There's no cross power stancing. The other thing is we have some cool spells that we've never even cast. Like this one. I really like what that one looks like. And I don't know how this ambush shard actually works because we haven't used it on an enemy. It supposedly hits them in the back. I like that. I wonder how long that lasts. So, are we gonna give power stancing a try for this? It might be a mistake, because I might want a shield. But I mean, we still have our shield equipped. That's the good thing about having so much endurance. I can wield all this stuff and still be at a medium load. I'm actually pretty safely in medium, I think. Because I think it's 2/3, so we could get... Oh, we only have another 4 pounds. So let's see what's going on here. Misbegotten Warrior. He is not that strong, huh? Oh, he's got friends. Okay, and a Crucible Knight. Alright, let's see. You went for me? Stop going for me, you jerk. Go for someone else. That's a lot of damage. Alright. Crucible Knight and Misbegotten Warrior. Ruin's Greatsword. His power stance has something to it, but it burns your stamina real fast if you just start spamming. Okay, so what's his Misbegotten Greatsword? Or Ruin's Greatsword. Right. Just strength int, very heavy strength, very slightly int. Originally rubble from a ruin which fell from the sky, this surviving fragment was honed into a weapon, one of the legendary armaments. Okay. So 2 of the legendary armaments have been greatswords? Well, I guess ultra greatswords, right? Get colossal swords. The rune it came from crumbled when struck by a meteorite. As such, this weapon harbors its destructive power. Wave of destruction. Raise the sword up high, then strike it against the ground to fire off a wave of gravitational force. Sounds like one of Radahn's moves. Is this... Okay. I thought... Because I think Radahn's would be a dual sword. Want to know what I also might want to use two-handed? St. Trina's might actually be good two-handed for the sleep. So, I mean, this is giving a lot of damage. But, like, St. Trina's in the offhand, applying a little bit of sleep whenever we're doing this stuff. Interesting thought. Definitely will cut our damage unless we upgrade St. Trina's a lot. That was only worth 16,000 souls. Yeah, that was a pretty easy fight. Also, I feel like I did stuff out of order somehow. I'm very confused because I saw someone else who did this zone, and I'm fairly certain they haven't fought Radahn, but this boss was already here for them. So, is it maybe Ronnie's quest that, because they're not doing Ronnie's quest because they haven't found it. Maybe it's Ronnie's quest that unlocked the ability to go to Radahn immediately because Blyde and Alexander, I guess just Blyde had to be here. Alexander would probably have shown up later. Very interesting. And then this is pointing north, like it's pointing to Radahn. Like, you'd think that if this was after Radahn, it wouldn't point at him, right? So let's go check this other guy up here again, because he said he had other business he was going to attend to. So we'll see if he's even here. He didn't want to tell us what the other business was. Also, no attacking here. Also, if you didn't watch the last one, you may have noticed that we had slightly different ashes. Instead of the Godric Soldier ashes that we had, we're using Radahn Soldier ashes, which we found in the War God or War Dead catacombs, and we leveled them to +6, so they're one level higher than our Godric ashes at the moment. We have enough things to level the Godric ashes, but these guys just seem better. And they were good for the fight in the War Dead catacombs because it was weak to fire, and the Radahn soldiers do fire damage. Or at least they have fire moves. I don't know that they always do fire damage. Okay, so now we can get through this church again. It was locked off to us before. I don't know, this area seems like it somehow has been sequence broken by us, but it I think it recovered back to normal now. So now we can get to Radahn again. We've obviously already been here. We'll go down to the beach, and actually we'll even go to Radahn's room. How many runes do we need to level? Oh yeah, we're at the point where we need like 40,000. Yeah, I like this power stancing idea though. So what's next on the list then? We got the rune. Bought this boss. Tower basement, we got the painting. I found some power stancing to try. Is there something under this elevator? That's just water. Yeah. I guess I probably... Actually, you can't stay on torrent and investigate things, can you? So I guess we'll give that thing in the basement called the Wailing Dunes. We'll give that thing in the basement another try, I guess. Go up to the top where the exit is. See if anyone's hanging out. No. Hmm. And Melina didn't want to talk to us in here, right? Guess we could get rid of this. Oops. I don't think Melina was here either. I wonder if sleep even works on bosses, though. It seems unlikely. I guess I have another question about sleep, so we're gonna stop by the round table hold. I want to see if the buildup increases as you level the weapon. Which it might not go up after one level, so I guess we might not see it that clearly right away. That guy still there? He is.
Greeting, are you here for...
Well, I took you've no matter to lay out your own.
So if I upgrade this, it does not increase the sleep buildup. If I upgrade that... Oh wait, I wasn't looking in the right spot, but still does not. What about our katana? Because our katana's at an interesting level. Yeah, I mean, it probably doesn't, right? If the +6 katana has the same buildup as the +0 katana, you could probably guess that it doesn't go up. Ooh, I didn't realize the meteorite ore blade also does bleed buildup. You could probably power stance the Moonveil and the meteorite ore blade. That would probably be your best bet. The person I saw power stancing katanas was doing the Uchi and the Moonveil, but they didn't have the meteorite or meteoric ore blade, which they would probably prefer because they're running a high intelligence build. Yeah, power stancing those two. I feel like the meteorite, or I keep saying meteorite, meteoric ore blade, has a worse ability. So you would just wield the Moonveil in your main hand, right? But then you'd have two int scaling katanas. And they do more bleed buildup than the Uchi, so. The problem, of course, with power stancing, as opposed to a shield, is you kind of need both of the weapons to be pretty heavily upgraded. Whereas the shield, you don't necessarily need it to be that upgraded. It's gonna do about the same job. Yeah, it becomes more stable. Quote-unquote guard boost in this game. But do I want to level this thing? I should have looked at how many stones I have. Got 9, 36, 8, 10, 3. Am I really going to use one of my 5s on this thing? How much damage is it doing right now? It does do magic damage. I guess that's important to note. It's not like we're just totally getting screwed by using it. Oh, like, what's its AR? 236 compared to... And this thing's only at 332. What? Hold up.
Back over no matter.
There's multiple things I want to look at. First off, how much better does this thing get as we level it? It does get a decent amount of stats. How about this thing, if we got its last level? It'd be quite a bit of AR. Now, another question. Ashes of War. Because if we're not using one of those, we could use an Ash of War on our offhand sword. So what's better? Got the long sword, which is 110 plus 20. I don't like the broadsword, so I think we'll avoid that. So the weathered one's just worse, it seems like, than the longsword. It is lighter, though. Lordsworn, higher base damage, very slightly lower scaling, but higher critical. I wonder if they're different in size or they're the same. And then Warhawk's Talon actually has the highest scaling out of all of them, but also the lowest base damage out of all of them. Hold up. Let's equip this and this. Are these equal in size? It's really hard to tell, huh? I think they're equal. But it almost looks like the longsword is like an inch longer. I don't know if that applies to the hitbox or not, but that is something to note. What about the war talent? War talent looks longer as well. Maybe it's just the person with their right hand holds the sword further forward? Yeah, I think that's what it is. The war talent looks cool. I like what the war talent looks like. So if I was going to use Sword of Night and Flame in the war talent,
Back already, no
what kind of ash could we put on it? So obviously, I don't really care, I think, about the basic abilities, because we're going to be using the abilities of Sword of Night and Flame. Wait, what do I currently have this on? Oh, on Rogier's weapon. But I could do something that gives it, like, an affinity. And I was looking, so we did get the fire and flame art. The difference seems to be that the fire one decreases the dex scaling, but not the increases the strength scaling and adds fire damage. Whereas the flame art one decreases both physical scalings, but adds a faith scaling. And it also seems to add more base damage. It's kind of interesting. But we could even add, like, an effect. Sword of Night and Flame doesn't have an effect, right? No, it doesn't have any passive effects. So we can make it do, like, poison. I was also looking, I think I went over to this guy on my own real quick. And I looked at what happens if you put these on a weapon that already has it. And you can see here, like, the blood loss goes down a little bit and adds a poison. If I were to add the bleed, it only adds a little bit of bleed to it. It doesn't add, like, a massive amount of bleed. So I don't know if having a weapon that does multiple buildups is good or not, but you could definitely do this to increase the bleed buildup on an Uchi or something. Well, I didn't really figure out what I want to do from that, honestly. How many regular smithing stones do I have? So I could easily level a weapon there. Oh, I don't have any ones. I'd have to go buy ones. So I'd need to get it to either, like, at least plus 12 for it to be reasonable. Which seems like I could do. But what would I put on it if I'm gonna do that? Part of me just wants to try St. Trina's at its base. against this boss. We'll also try the carrion sword. Oh, but we have so many souls for runes. I should buy something. So I'm not holding on to all these. Because I don't know if this boss is going to be viable for us to beat right now. So let's go over to these guys. Do we have any more bell bearings? Might as well buy this. Might as well buy 12 of these. We don't have a thing. We don't have one of these, I don't think. Do we? I know we have some seals, but no, we don't have the base seal. Interesting. Still have 8,000. How many arrows do we have? Do I want to buy arrows? You go buy a whole bunch of poison arrows. Or sleep arrows. But I don't remember who sold the sleep arrows, actually. Actually, I don't think anyone sold unlimited sleep arrows. Let's go buy a whole bunch of poison arrows. Or as many as we can. The merchant that sold them, I believe, was this man right here. Now, another thing that we could do at any time is go back and fight all the nighttime bosses. Is it nighttime right now? It's evening.
Back already. Unused to this aged.
$73.
Never safe.
And then let's equip those instead of the fire arrows. I have a feeling we might try and get a use for those. So no Melina here, right? No. I wonder what... Melina's so weird. Like, why do we hardly ever see her in the game? So let's go to the Divine Tower basement. Now we just gotta run past this guy. Oh wow, he hurts them so much. He hurts me so much. He killed both of them already. Holy Jesus. Okay, I take it back. We're not fighting this guy right now. I'm not saying it's impossible. I could just learn his moves. But, like, how quickly he kills my guys, I feel like they need to be, like, +7 or +8 before they're actually contending with that. So what else? Then... we got the 4 Belfries, and we got Nokron. I think are our 2 options. And we got Fort Feroth. Actually, we might do Fort Feroth. It seems like it might be short, but I want to try this guy real quick. I want to try putting someone to sleep. Oh, he went to sleep. Oh. Deserved. Sleep sucks, I think. How does sleep work? That guy seemed like he just got briefly dazed. I just don't understand how sleep works. Like, some of those guys we saw literally just got stunned. Okay, I mean, we did it again. Did, like, stun him. I mean, I guess against stronger guys, it's kind of just like an extra stagger almost, right? Like if I'm hitting someone and my one hit doesn't actually break their poise, then I could maybe... Where did those greaves go? Oh, they're really bad against lightning, though. Same poise. I think we don't use those. But yeah, like, if the guy doesn't stagger, or even if he does stagger, you could see, like, I stagger him a few times, which gets me some free hits, and then if he falls asleep, it's like another stagger on top of the stagger I was already doing. But I don't know if we're gonna keep doing that. We might prefer like a poison buildup or something. Or a frost buildup. I don't know how the stamina of enemies works. Frost buildup's only really any good if they get the stamina reduction. So, what were the options? 4 Belfries and Nokron. Let's do Nokron first. And then I really do... Oh, no, I just said it. I already forgot the third option that we were going to do first, which is Fort Farah. There's too many paths, which is why I'm not going to the Volcano Manor right now, because I don't want it to be a viable path until I am done with all the stories in Liurnia that I could possibly do at the moment. Okay, give me the Fort Farah. This will get us the second medallion, or second medallion half. So then we can use the Grand Dectus lift. But yeah, we'll try St. Trina's a little bit more. So it doesn't seem bad, obviously. I'm having trouble figuring how I want to use it. Oh, jeez. The one thing we gotta remember is we can't block. Wow. Okay, he's gonna take 4 hits. Where are you going? Get over here, nerds. Why did they go outside? Oh, that one fell asleep. Hey, guys. I require your help. Oh, you could do mid-air attacks too. Ouch. I actually can't get over this wall. Okay. That one-shot me. Yeah, I don't know why my guys wouldn't come into the room until there was actually enemies there. Maybe I need to summon them further in. Okay, okay, okay. This is definitely quite difficult. Oh, we didn't get, ouch. Through the wall. Dang it. There's so many of them. There's one left. Okay. Wow, only one of my guys lived through this, huh? See, they all dropped Golden Rune 9. There's a legendary armament in there. Or a legendary item. It might just be the... Might just be the medallion. I mean, the sleep is definitely doing something. These guys just leave the second they're done fighting, huh? They don't want to do anything in here for some reason. They don't seem to teleport to me. That's weird. This fort must be, like, an odd zone that's messing up their AI somehow. We could probably just run through next time. So I don't think they can follow me up the ladder. Okay, same as usually, got the 2 drop downs. Oh no, here's the medallion, so... Is there a point to get onto that roof? I don't think we can because we don't have for it. Dropping there would not help in any way. I don't know if we got all the bats or not. Oh. Oh. And of course course my teammate's not here. That hit me? Whoa! Okay. This is not going well. Kind of just keep spawning more and more people. Oh, there's a ladder there. We're in 12. Oh, you guys are coming down, huh? I don't think they can make this. Oh. Shoot. Everything's so tanky in here. Holy crap. Yeah, is he stuck up there? Yeah, I think so. Oh, he's not stuck. Radagon's source. Hey, my guy tried to help. Okay, so the legendary item was a talisman. I think it's gonna be better than the talisman we were using. Hello, sirs. Ow. What the heck? You threw that through the wall. That attack doesn't go through the wall. Neither does that. Okay, alright, now we're one attack from death. So... I feel like I should just leave, huh? Well, let's check out the source seal. So this is what's going to give us the extra 2 and everything. It's also going to increase our damage taken. Let's read this one. The legendary talisman is an eye engraved with an Elden rune, said to be the seal of the king consort Radagon. Greatly raises vigor, endurance, strength, and dexterity. It also increases damage taken by a similar measure. Solemn duty weighs upon the one beholden, not unlike a gnawing curse from which there is no deliverance. So it's like another 3 or 4% on some. Yeah, it's pretty much 4% across the board. 4% more damage for 2 more stats everywhere. Probably worth it. You probably can't wield these at the same time, right? Yeah, but you can wield this America's one, which would lower like all of our damage resistances to negative. Where'd they all go? And they're probably just up top. Yeah, they just went back to their posts. Did I miss anything up here is the real question. Maybe I should go back to the start, run up here. So this guy's just hanging out by the entrance, which is not useful. Oh, and I think after the last one, because I had forgotten to do it, I changed my mixed flask back to stamina and healing. Yeah. So we don't currently have the boosted fire damage. Almost got poisoned. Wow, my guys are not faring very well. No, don't go down below. You idiot. Oh, they both went down below. Wait. Oh, Jesus, really? Oh no. Okay, well, we're still alive. It's definitely easier when you're in a large group situation like that to use a shield, I guess, to get the free block counters into riposts. I miss anything up here at all? Yeah. Neutralizing boluses. Is that it? Seems like that might be it. Too bad those bat things don't fight the guys that... I think like one or two of the blue guys fell down there. So, I guess are we going to Nokron now? I don't know where you came from. Really? Hold on a minute. Well, you sir have a problem because if you slip out of there, you die. Or if you fall for too long, you die. Okay, I don't know how he snuck up on me, but he did. So how do I feel about this sleep? I mean, power stancing definitely seems cool. It seems very effective. Uh, it seems like, especially if we're going to use Sword of Night and Flame, our secondary sword should be applying something. And the only way we could get sleep is by using St. Trina's right now. But I don't know if it's quite worth it, but we'll keep giving it a little bit of a try. Obviously, St. Trina's is unupgraded, so we're just using it purely for the sleep, essentially. Oh, the damage is not very high. See, I'm not sure what happens in that scenario. Like, what did the sleep do there? Did it cancel his attack? Did it do nothing? I don't know. These guys might have really weak sleep resist, though, if he got it procced on him after one hit. Hello, sir. Alright, I'm mad. Why is this guy so annoying to me? I guess I should have just like kept going, but I thought he would fall asleep in one hit, so I went based off of that. Only +3, huh? Or Brave War, I guess it was 3 and 4. But still, we're looking for like 7 at this point. Oh, we missed a firefly back there. item. Bell bearing. Oh, that'll probably let us buy low level ghost glove ward or whatever. Capture. I mean the power stance attacks are really good. They're just generally like really effective. They're like, I don't know how to describe it, but like, look, it moves you forward so much. Whereas when I'm doing this, like, it's okay, but it's not as good as doing this. It's got a bigger area too, because you hit, like, essentially swing on both sides at the same time. I just like it. There's something special about it. I wonder what, like, I mean, if they did limit it so you can only use the same weapon class, then you won't be able to come up with, like, super creative power stancing combos, but you'll still have a lot, because as long as all the ones in the same weapon class work, then you'll be able to work with that. Okay, that is not illusory. Where did you come from? Where did he come from? They don't respawn, do they? Uh-oh. Guess we're gonna go this little back corner here. What is this? Oh, so there are nascent butterflies, just like the smoldering butterflies that fly around. Yeah, I just have no way to tell with the sleep, if they're actually gonna fall asleep, or if they're just like slightly dazed. I wonder. Hold up. You don't get to go down to sleep? Dang. I need an explanation of sleep. I mean, maybe like a wiki or something has what sleep actually does. Oh, hello. See, because that didn't seem to do anything to him. We have a cool sprint attack, too. Actually pretty good. Spirit flame arrows, hold up. Are we clear here? I check out these arrows? That's probably the best way is here. Frost buildup. Okay. There are more people coming. I do want to go in there, but I guess we should deal with you. A little bit confused as to how this zone actually progresses at the moment. Am I missing something? Great Shield Soldier Ashes. Part of me wants to check that out here in a second. This place is also kind of like scary. These guys seem to sometimes come out of nowhere. So here, 5 used to summon 5 Great Shield Soldier spirits of Great Shield soldiers who belong to the Fallen Hawks. Band of soldiers that once explored the Eternal City, stout defenders with a steady guard. Though their methods are somewhat crude, they work well as a squadron and will attract the attention of enemies or lob Ghost Flame from the rear guard. Hold up. I'm gonna equip that to my bar so I don't forget about it. I feel like, oh, that's not what I want. I feel like we should do some testing on some of our newer... Because there's that early game area on the Weeping Peninsula that's like right next to a... what do you call it? Race. We could just bring a whole bunch of mana potions. Actually, no, you can't summon. You have to go back to the Grace every time. But yeah, we should try that out. Because those guys seem pretty cool. But obviously they'll all be level 1. Ooh, a larval tier. So that's why I want to go back to the beginning area to give them a chance. Because that's where we tried out some of our other early game things to decide what we liked. I feel like now, at this point in the game, if we unleashed our Radon soldiers on that area, they could probably kill everything on their own. Like, at the time, even our Godric soldiers were getting destroyed. So, what am I missing? I guess that is a path. Didn't really seem like a path, but... maybe it is. Oh, it's a staircase. I thought it was just a cliff. Really? Okay, here we go. Seems like a good way to get myself killed doing something that I don't need to be doing. Yeah, I'm not doing this anymore. I've reconsidered. Steak. Doesn't seem like a oh, because there's a boss right there. I see, I see. Hello, good sir. What the heck was that attack? Oh, you have the sword that extends. This weapon is very annoying to fight, let me tell you. Yeah, that one's weird. It's like really fast, so it's kind of hard to... I mean, maybe if I fought him more, I'd be able to dodge it, but... just like sight on scene. Very annoying to dodge. Surprised the stake's all the way back here. I guess you could probably fairly easily run past those, would be my guess. This area is still huge. I've seen that guy in the loading screen, the guy in the giant chair. I don't know if that's a guy or a statue, but I've seen it before. It was just those 2 enemies, huh? seems like once we get out of that boss room, we'll be able to progress that way. I know there's an item behind me, I'm just investigating. Yep, I heard that. Oh. You dodged into it. Okay. I mean, I was decently ready for a trap like that. Like, the second I heard a slime noise, I was like, alright, I've done this before. I know what's happening here. I didn't try to climb that wall, hold up. Gotta remember, and oh, you cannot climb said wall. This is in the way. Yeah, it doesn't seem to go anywhere anyways. But yeah, you gotta remember that there's a aspect of just climbing things. So are we gonna try and fight this boss before we take a break here? Some nascent butterflies. We have like 3/4 of a level up, but not that big a deal. Ooh. Runark. Would now be a good time to try the Radagon thing? Or not the Radagon, the Radon rune? We already have the Radagon. Soar Seal equipped. Also, why does it go in that order? Why is it Scar Seal is the weak one and a Soar Seal is the strong one? Shouldn't it be reversed? I don't know. I guess they're not really related. And I guess can't swords create scars? Probably. Wonder if you can make that jump. That seems like a really stupid jump, but maybe possible. No torrent here though, so. So if I wanted, oh, I can't equip the rune because I'm not at a grace. I guess we won't do it now then. The slime? It's a mimic. Although I feel like them being forced to wield the same weapons as me is not going to work for them. Because I actually know how to use these weapons and they do not. Don't let him heal. Okay. Hello. Ooh, there's the sleep buildup. Marble tier. Silver tier mask. What the heck? That's a lot of sleep buildup. It seemed like I could sleep myself in 4 hits. Okay, what the heck is this thing? Mask fashioned from the corpse of a formless silver tear, supported by its hardened shed Husk. Greatly increases arcane to the detriment of physical attack power. Imitate the Imitator is a cunning play indeed. So it gives you 8 arcane. What do you lose out of it? I mean, it seems like all my resistances would go up. Wait, at the physical attack. Okay. So I would lose 8 damage on my main weapon, 6 on my secondary. I mean, it's worth it if you're going magic damage with your arcane stuff. What does this look like? Reminds me of like the Mask of the Mother, Father, and Child. Kind of weird looking. We should probably use a better headpiece, because our current headpiece just gives 1 vigor, and that's just what it does. So let's get this. We also have our level up ready. No Melina. So do I get 1 more vigor right now? Don't really know what to level. And we're probably gonna want at least 40 vigor coming up soon. So we'll start with that. It's given 46 HP right now, so. I just don't know what to level because I don't have like a weapon that I'm trying to use that I don't currently have the stats for. Except for maybe I could try power stancing Regalia and Sword of Night and Flame. That could be cool, but Regalia doesn't do any build-ups. This room is empty. Well, let's take a peek at what's coming up, but I think that's just gonna be about it. Got a lot of stuff done today, huh? Ooh, this outer edge. Well, it's... Also, I hear a beetle. It's baiting me. It's over that way. We're not gonna go for the beetle quite yet. Where is it? See, like the sound when I look that way, it's there. But I don't see it anywhere. Oh, there's a Siofra River over there, I think. Maybe? I mean, that is where it should be. And then we've seen that area over there that we've never been able to get to. I'm not sure where this beetle is. He could be under this bridge? Whatever. Let's explore the edge of this boss fight, and then we will take a break. Guess I might as well explore the edge of this while I'm here. Doesn't really seem like you can go down there. I mean, you maybe could from here, just jump. Doesn't seem like a fantastic idea. Maybe I'll try it, though. that's all areas that we're gonna be able to get to, huh? Interesting. Oh, okay. Yep, that's the Siafra River stuff that we know. And that was probably some stuff up top where we fought that boss. That's where the Crucible Knight should be. That's where the Ancestor Spirit was. Or I guess still is, kind of? I don't know how to describe the Ancestor Spirit because the corpse is still there. It still teleports you to the boss room. There's nothing in the boss room anymore. Really, they made this giant way all the way around and not a single item? Did you go down there? Oh, I know what that is. That's where we started. The first time we went to Siafra River, right down there. That's cool. I don't think you could drop down this, though. I think you die. Well, let's walk back to the Grace. We'll take a break. I'm surprised you can ring all the way around it, but there's nothing. Unless I just missed something. I didn't see any, I don't think I saw any drop downs. We'll look for that beetle next time. But anyways, yeah, that's gonna do it for this one. What all did we get done? We went to Redmane Castle. Let's get back up here. Went to Redmane, killed this boss. We found this guy, and we also found the painting next to him. We saw the Erdtree Avatar. We completed Fort Faroth. We got the second piece of the medallion. I need to look at the medallion. That's something to remember. Is that about it? Let me look at my list of things that I wanted to do. Oh, we got the Great Rune. We did try and go back to the basement, but that guy still seems hard. Yeah, I think that's it. Medallion. Left half. Resided Fort Faroth to the east. Right half of the split medallion depicting the Erdtree. Brandishing the medallion with both halves conjoined will activate the Grand Lift connecting the Altus Plateau to Liurnia. The left half is said to reside in the coastal Fort Height to the far west. I don't know how to put them together. I assume that we'll just put together when we get to the area. But yeah, that's got to do it for this one. We're getting through Nokron. I think we'll continue our path through Nokron next time. And then when we finish Nokron, we'll see what our next path is. Probably the 4 Belfries. And that should lead to 3 completely different zones. I mean, some of them might just teleport us into the future areas, which then I probably wouldn't do. But if they teleport us to, like, their own disconnected areas, then I would do that. So, anyways, we'll figure that all out after we finish Nokron, and we'll see where Ronnie's quest is going after that. But hopefully you enjoyed this one, and I will see you next time.